Aries, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the third week of January, January 15th through the 21st. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. Let's see what's happening. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you for tuning in today, for sharing this divine space with me as we commune with spirits. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading, as always, for the Aries Collective. It's a pleasure to have you here. All right, let's see what's happening for you. We're going to pull some tarot and then some oracle messages. Woo! You reached the end and made a final call in the recent past. Now you're trying to look at what's new, what's coming next with the Four Cups, Ten of Swords, and Judgment. In the near future, we have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. Doing your work, doing your thing, right? Looking at some new growth, some new opportunities coming down. Taking your time, right? Being methodical about things, especially in your work life. Really putting in the work. Oh, I just saw. Shoo. Woo! The orbs like to come around for you all. I'm telling you, a lot of spirit activity. Ooh! Five of Wands. You could be in some sort of conflict with a group of people. We're going to talk about that. What's going on? You having some work spats? Family spats? Some sort of senseless activity going on. All right. These dogs are fighting, but, you know, it's just sometimes you just want to quarrel, right? It's an unnecessary quarrel. But, hey, they all serve some sort of purpose, opportunity. Let's let this cycle close. Oops. She's a Nakis. Let's not, I used to call my dog that, Nakis. All right. The world, right? It's the end of a journey, the beginning of a new one. The Ouroboros. I have Ouroboros. I want to say Borealis. The snake eating itself. Every ending is a new beginning, right? And the wheel keeps turning, right? And this is about utilizing all the elements, right, around us to create a new. The challenge, Two of Pentacles. Ooh, two minds about something. You're juggling a lot right now, it sounds like. King of Wands. Let's be assertive. Let's be a compassionate leader. That's what you don't see coming. All right, let's go into your oracle messages for the week ahead, which I actually pulled a quote for you all, because I love doing my homework. My dad was a college professor, and he loved to teach. And one time I discovered that he was telling stories about me. I was in college at the time, at the same college, Clemson University, go Tigers, anyone out there, in South Carolina. And I was really embarrassed, y'all. I'm like, you're telling personal stories about me to prove a point in statistics? What? So anyway, if I talk about my family, it's payback. Anywho, you are being called to explore, right? To your soul, right? And I do believe this is soul calling. Soul's like, we need some new scenery here, all right? Let's move towards something fabulous. And we need to be brave about it, all right? But first, we need to let go of the fear and succumb to divine will, right? That's where all the good stuff, all the magic, all the wonderful, beautiful things happen in our life when that happens, right? Look at that. So let yourself roam free this week so you can find new scenery. It just might even mean going to a new coffee shop or taking a new class. Anything new for you that could even be, I think I'm going to just try pottery. I don't know, whenever I see that, I think, he's just loving what he's doing. Whatever it is that you want to create for fun, all right? This doesn't have to be a heavy thing. But a lot of it, though, I did feel this initial hit that had a lot to do with you exploring something new within you. Something new within you. Trusting the path and letting go of fear. Surrender to the universe, Aries. Live freely. And let go of circumstances and events that you cannot control. One quote, great quote. This is by Lillian Smith. I soon realized that no journey carries one far unless, as it extends into the world around us, it goes in equal distance into the world within. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, isn't it? I'm telling you, everything we experience in the outer world is a reflection of what we're doing internally. So I do believe a lot of you are being called to go deeper within. A lot of you recently ended something in your life and you knew it was the right thing to do, okay? It left you feeling a certain way, maybe a melancholic sort of way, but you are now turning the corner and looking at the bright side, right? There's still something that is going on, though, that is conflicting And it could be an internal conflict, okay? We're going to get into why, but I see beautiful new energies ahead. You're like, I'm taking this with me. I'm growing and I'm learning, all right? And I'm now ready to expand. Stepping up into this fiery energy, right? Accessing your will and determination to move forward. Ever so slowly, baby steps sometimes. Doesn't have to be huge, gigantic leaps, although some of you are. What's this Five of Wands? Ooh, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Two of Swords. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're like, I am moving on. I do not trust you. And you are blocked. Bye. You may have gone round and round with somebody that you knew you couldn't trust. I'm getting that vibe so strong right now. You're like, no, there's not a world that we live in where I'm going to trust you again. I don't know why I'm getting that. You're like, no. I'm not going to be in conflict over this anymore. I've let you in way too many times. I've trusted you way too many times. I've been fooled way too many times, and I'm done. Especially with this world. I think I don't know if it was multiple people or one person. You just said, you know what? I'm putting the block. No. You could have had an illusion too around somebody, and you're like, wow, I did not see that side of you, and that was ugly, and I didn't deserve that. I'm getting that strongly, and you're like, nope. Moving on. Moving on to the brighter shores, Jenna. I am. I'm moving on. I'm getting that. I'm moving on from the conflict. You don't trust somebody in your life and you just said, you know what? I got to drop this. The more I allow this, the more it's just going to take away mental space that I need to create. Yeah, don't let anybody drag you down with their shenanigans. Yeah, you had someone who was creating shenanigans inside you. And this week I do believe you're like, you know what? I've had enough of this nonsense. You could be telling your friends, you're telling this story and you're like, oh my God, how many times? He says, how many times have I repeated this story? Ask yourself that. I've been there. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm telling you, I have been so wound up. Certain people in the past. Unwind yourself. Untangle the entanglement. All right. The World. Judgment. Page of Wands. And Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, I'm pulling back my energy. This is done. The cycle is closing. All right. You've made the final call. The universe, divine will is saying, you're ready for your new beginning. You're ready to carry the torch into something new, seeing the light, making a plan. You got a new plan, but it does involve you holding on to your energy, protecting yourself, okay? You're being called to let something go in your life. You are. Divine call, right? She's sounding the trumpet. Do you hear it? The clarion call. The clarion call says, pull back your energy, Aries. Dear Aries, hold on to your own energy, for you have a new opportunity, right? To plant your determination, your will, your fire. All of that beautiful, gorgeous fire. Right? What's this Two of Pentacles? What are you juggling? Your challenge. You're like, man, maybe you really tried really hard in a situation to make something work. Could have been with anyone, a family member, a lover, a friend. Your challenge is to see the truth. Gosh, you're like, all right, Spirit, I got a choice here. Two of Pentacles clarified the Sun, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords. You had the Four of Cups in the past. Listen, we can all get melancholic, especially this time of year. I'm telling you, the blues are the blues. There's less light up here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's hard. It's hard, y'all, in the winter, all right? Because things go dormant. Your heart starts to like wither a little bit, especially for those of you who are walking away from a situation where you were extracting some semblance of love. But it was the unhealthy kind of love, the love you can't trust. You were looking at, I can finally be happy because I see that you've got Archangel Michael's sword of truth here, right? Cutting to the truth. And you're like, I really do believe that you're trying to look at the bright side in a very, a situation that if you really dwelled on it, could really drag you down. I love that. You're like, you know what? I'm going to pull myself up from the bootstraps and I am going to look at what kind of opportunities are still out there. As hard as it is, this took me down a little bit mentally, emotionally, but I know that the sun is going to shine again. And yes, it will. Winter will pass. There will be new life, new growth, right? And while you're in this phase, I do believe you're going through a phase. You have been going through a phase, right? And now you're at the end of that phase. It's almost like you've been mourning and you've been grieving and you've been very disappointed by some sort of connection in your life. You have definitely made a judgment call that this needs to stop. And now you're trying to turn the corner and find your new happy. Your new happy. And that comes from you stepping up into your power, claiming your power, reigniting your own fire, and exploring new territory by sheer divine will you? Right? What's this Ace of Wands, this new growth? Ooh, the world, the Hierophant, and the devil. Oh my God. The battle between good and evil is real, Aries. Man, you're giving me a good one today. Wow. Holy crap. Have you learned from a very, very tough attachment to something? Holy crap. Have you gone within? You have been on your knees. Just, oh my God. Wow. That is you've had a massive lesson here. Whoa. I know this lesson. This is like, never ye again will I go down the toxic attachment lane, road, path, frequency, person. Never again. I see the light. I see the divine soul that I am. I am not going to wrestle with anything unhealthy anymore. It's like you were closing up. You were wrapping a bow around so many toxic ties from your past. It could be multiple people, multiple situations. You're like, no more. I am a new Aries. I am looking my divine soul in the eye. And I am loving myself fiercely. And no longer will I look at the devil inside me and cringe. For I am the Holy Trinity here. This is the body, mind, and the soul. I'm not going to get all holy on you all. I do believe in God. I believe wholeheartedly in the continuity of the soul and the afterlife. I believe we're all spirit, okay? So when I talk about God, it's spirit, universe. That feels not divine, beloved. That just, I don't know why. I was raised in a Christian environment. It was, I had to swallow it wholeheartedly. But my own beliefs are ours now, right? They're ours. We're grown adults. We get to choose what we choose, all right? I do believe that you believe in a similar path, that your soul and your spirit is guiding you beyond the lessons of the devil. You are growing profoundly. You are awakening in the near future to a brand new cycle where you're being soul guided, soul led, not ego led, ego driven, to win some battle against somebody that was pointless because you couldn't trust them at the end of the day. Aries, it was someone that you deeply loved, that you saw happily ever after with, but it didn't make you happy anyway. I'm getting that. The challenge is there's 4 cups over the sun here, and you see that clearly. You're like, someone could have cheated on you. Someone could have emotionally manipulated you. Someone could have just played games. Just nonsense. Nonsense. Whatever the 10 of Swords was for you. What's this 9 of Cups? I'm just still looking at this going, oh my God, like, this is the lesson of the lesson in the lesson. Like, it's just like so deep. Like, this is so, so, so profoundly deep for you. This could be multiple lifetimes. Clearing up massive, massive ties. And when I say karma, it's not, oh, I did something terrible in a past life. No, you came here to grow and to learn and to tango with souls that you tango with, right? But to do it in a way now where you are actually waking up your heart to profundity, to true liberation, which is emotional emancipation, freedom, which means, what does this mean? Peace, inner peace, Aries. In your fire, you can be a flame, right? All aflame. Look at the biggest masters in the world, the most holiest masters. They were so in love with the divine within themselves, and they just radiated it outward. That's where you're going. 9 of Cups, strength, Temperance. 5 of Pentacles. Yep, you're like, no more am I going to believe in lack. No more. No more. I am strong. I am balanced. Aries, you win, right? If you want to get into the us versus them mentality, I'm just going to touch it for a second, okay? And it's not done from a place of, haha, I'm better than you. No, this is you win this war, whatever this was, okay, that is over. You win by coming back into balance and digging deep into the strength, the fearlessness, the gorgeousness of your fire, right? Balancing out and no longer feeling that abandonment of self. You abandoned yourself repeatedly with multiple people. And you said, wow, what a lesson that was. What a lesson that was. I am a balanced, strong Aries who is capable of fulfilling my own wishes. Your external satisfaction is nothing. Your satisfaction has nothing to do with anything externally. You now know it's an inside job. And you don't care how long it takes. You know the truth now. You're like, I'm going to live this. I'm going to embody this from now on. This is a huge week for you. Huge week. You're wrapping up something so deep and profound in your life, and you're taking those lessons and you're internalizing them. I'm telling you, we've been on this path with you, Aries, but this is like, let's just, you're sealing it off. Like I said, you're sealing it off with a kiss. This is a continuation, but there's something massively happening within your psyche, in your soul blueprint, your soul work. Yeah, and from that place, you're like, I don't care how long it takes. 2 Knight of Pentacles with the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. You are moving so freaking deep within you. It's just redonkulous. It's redonkulous. Like, oh my God, you all are awakening. You were awakening. I'm sorry. This is just so big. This is a very big reading. This is a very, very, very big reading. And all of you Aries, I'm glad you're here watching this because I am so fired up because you now know your light is within you. Don't let anyone dim it. You did. You dimmed your light. And God bless you for it. But you know that's not the way. The way is to just slowly open. You live from an open-hearted place. And you say no to the things that you know aren't for you. Right? You learn from that. God, you are shining a light to yourself, within yourself, and you're recognizing slowly but surely how extraordinary you are. This is profound. You are waking up to the light within. And look at that. Both of these cards. You're exploring new depths within you, Aries. God, you're going so deep. I am so proud of you. I am so freaking proud of you. You know how to make yourself happy now, and no one's ever going to take that away from you. Once you have that, lessons learned. Lessons freaking learned, Aries. What you don't see coming, this Knight of Wands, and then we're going to wrap it up with Spirit. Yep. Out of death is your freaking birth. Oh my God. We have the Death, the Ace of Cups, the Empress over the King of Wands. Need I say more, Aries? Out of your own, you're death to the ego. Death to the ego. I'm going to live from an open heart. I know how to love myself now. I create magic in this world because magic is love. My God. Holy Trinity. Holy Aries. Wow, you all got me so fired up today. Oh my God. I can't believe this reading. I might even title it that. I really freaking can't believe this reading. This is your own evolution in your heart space. God, you're so freaking beautiful. This is the most gorgeous energy. Out of death is your rebirth. And your rebirth is living from an open-hearted place, knowing how powerful you are. Look at that. She is life. Water is life. Breath is life. You are life. You are love. Don't you ever forget that again. Yeah. You are now, you're like, I'm dropping the freaking fight. I'm not fighting with the universe anymore. You know where that gets you. Down confusion lane, down illusion lane, down distorted lane, down heartbreakville. And you're like, I'm going to celebrate that I am totally able to create the life that I want. Aries, you were dropping the fight within you that created such a stir. You've had such a stir inside. And look at that. You were like, it's time to celebrate this victory. I do believe you are celebrating. Spirit say celebrate. Celebrate that you recognize a fight for what it is. And you, the most empowerment place that you can access is when you let go. You're surrendering. You're surrendering. And out of that, you're like, yeah, that's how you do it, baby. That's how you do it. Aries, I don't know what to say except the Aries collective is now ignited. You are ignited. You are soul ignited. You are soul lit. Gorgeous. I'll see you next week. Actually, I'll see you for the mid-monthly. We're going to talk about maybe a little bit more about this. All right? All right. I'm sending you so much love. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant week ahead. Bye.